Hi and welcome to episode 17 of my workshop series. My name is Dennis and I am from SHUTR Wood. And in this video I want to show you this amazing product, and I'm truly impressed by the level of engineering they put into this. And people who follow my channel know I spend a lot of time and energy to make the best out of my dust extraction system. And I dare to say that with my two systems, a silent HEPA box and other nice features, I have dust extraction pretty much under control as far as is possible. And then I met the people behind BlastGates.com, a Dutch company that created the ultimate solution for organizing and controlling your dust extraction system. And they showed me a whole new level for refining your dust extraction system. And the system is brand new and developed entirely in the Netherlands. And I am one of the first to test it in my workshop. And it is called the SHUTR Smart Dust Collection System. And I can already say, wow, I underestimated how convenient, relaxed and cool it is if you do not have to worry about opening and closing your blast gates. But I do not only want to talk about convenience, because I also learned the hard way when you forget to open your blast gate. So if I run my table saw, that gate will open and my dust extractor will start running. And when I go to my jointer, the jointer gate will open. And after that, the table saw gate will close. And the same counts for my bandsaw. But this system is incredibly powerful and versatile. And there are all kinds of settings, such as an on-off delay for the dust collector, minimum runtime, sensibility to the sensors, a minimum number of open gates, etc. And this feature also means that if one gate malfunctions for any reasons, another gate will automatically open to maintain proper airflow. And it's just a fantastic system. But before you lose interest because you think the system will cost you a fortune, stay tuned. This system is way too affordable for what it offers. So for who is this system? And here's where things become pretty interesting, because this system is designed to function effectively in a small hobbyist setup with just a few shutter gates, as well in a large and more demanding professional environment that may require up to 60 shutter gates for the operations. And although the software is very straightforward, it is so powerful that you have complete control over your dust extraction system. And then I mean just mind-blowing what you can control. But what is even more impressive is that despite all these possibilities, it is simply a plug-and-play system. You can install this without specific knowledge or complex software as a hobbyist. So let us have a look at the different components. The shutter gates are the most expensive components of the system, starting at €275 for a 100mm version. And although the price of the shutter gate is substantial, it reflects the quality of a product designed for demanding professionals. And the gate's body is made from galvanized steel, and the slide is made of stainless steel. And it uses specially developed airtight pressure seals to close off the slide. And the tubes on the gate have a 5mm flat flange, so you can easily connect them to industry standard ducting using lock rings. And in addition, you must operate within a wireless network, and the software enables updates, ensuring that you are always current. And there's also a 3.5mm jack that make it possible to create a switch yourself to open and close the gate. And when you place the sensor close to the gate, you can power the sensor with the gate. So to summarize, it is an impressive looking, innovative and high quality professional blast gate. And I really found it surprising that they can offer such a well thought out engineered product at this price point. And you could use the shutter gate standalone with a rocker switch at the side, but it becomes more interesting when you use it with a SHUTR sensor or remote. This is a short message that when you need some inspiration to make the best out of your workshop, visit my website www.hooktonwood.online. Here you will find all the ideas I came up with to improve my workshop. And now I offer detailed plans for most of these ideas. So visit www.hooktonwood.online. And the SHUTR Sensor costs €125 and can act also as a mini controller to set up a small shutter network by which you can pair a maximum of 4 gates. And I think this is the solution that suits the most smaller workshop. And the sensor demonstrates the system plug-and-play functionality. To install it, simply clamp the sensor onto the power cable of the processing machine. And once the machine is in operation, the sensor detects the current flowing through the cable and sends a signal to the gate to open or close. And a small wall-mounted USB power supply powers the sensor. And alternatively, if it is installed near the shutter gate, it can be connected directly to the gate for power. And I use a combination of a shutter gate and a sensor on my router table. And this is part of my smaller dust extractor system, which I also use for my drill press, my miter station and some power tools. But I only placed one gate on my router table because the former BlastGate was annoying to reach. So now opening the gate is just a matter of turning on my router. And the shutter sensor detects the current flowing through the cable and sends a signal to the shutter gate to open. And this all works wirelessly through the shutter network. So to level up the convenience in your workshop, it is not always necessary to add such a gate to every machine. And my bigger dust collector system uses 3 gates, so I still can use the SHUTR sensor to create my shutter network. So I basically needed 3 sensors to attach to the machines and 3 BlastGates in between my duct network. And only one of these SHUTR sensors will act as a mini controller. And they call it a mini controller because the bigger controller explores all the possibilities. That said, you can still set delay times for the gates to close and prioritize gates. So what the system can do in a small network still meets the needs for most hobbyist workshops. So let's take a closer look at a SHUTR controller. It costs €295 and you need it to create a network with more than 4 shutter gates. And you can connect up to 60 gates to this controller. And you have to imagine that when you have an operation with 60 gates, you have a lot of different branches with various sizes of ducting that all require a specific minimum airflow and specific needs for all the machines attached to it. So it asks a very powerful control unit to control and set all these different parameters. And that is what this controller does. And for me it was just mind-blowing how far you can control your dust extraction system in such a demanding environment. So it is mainly for the professional user. However, there is one reason that this device can be interesting to the hobbyist workshop, and that is when you want to integrate your dust collector into your system. And some may already have a remote for the dust extractor and only feel the need to control the duct network. But this controller allows you to operate your dust extractor in combination with one or more SHUTR sensors or a remote. So when I start one of my machines, the gate opens and my dust collector automatically starts running. And I can set a specific delay for shutting down again. So there's time for my dust extractor to clean the ducting. So I included the controller in my system to operate the dust collector, making it even more convenient. And to be honest, that works so enjoyable. And I know it does not seem that much work to close a BlastGate, open another and turn your dust extractor on. But when it is fully automated, just wow, it is so cool. The only problem is that although it is a plug-and-play system, that does not count for connecting the controller to a dust collector. So the people from BlastGate made a box with a relay that I could place in between, which made this integration easy again. And perhaps they want to offer this as well in the near future, but otherwise someone with some basic knowledge of electricity can do this for you. And on the side you can find more information on how to deal with it. So this system is very powerful. And the only reason it is also suited for the hobbyist workshop is that they made it plug and play and easy to operate. And all the components communicate wireless via SHUTR network using Bluetooth, which means they can operate without an internet connection. However, to ensure they work together effectively, you need to pair the different components. And regardless of your feelings about manuals, you must give yourself 5 to 10 minutes to read the manual. But the process is very straightforward. It just costs you 1 minute to organize your dust extraction system. And it is something everyone can do. I initially planned to briefly include this system in a new shop tour video. But my enthusiasm for it compelled me to give it more attention. And I understand this system may not be suitable for everyone, but when it fits your budget, it will make your workshop a much more enjoyable place to work. So we come to the end of this video, and I was very excited to test and introduce to you a brand new product. That it is also developed in the Netherlands makes it even more special. Especially because the more I started to know about the product, the more fascinated I became on the level of engineering. There are automatic BlastGates in the market, but this system gives you a whole new level of control and has a very attractive price point. Thank you for watching this video, I hope you liked it. Do not forget that when you enter the site with my link in the description or use the code HOOKEDONWOOD, you get a 5% discount on your order. Have a nice day, and we will see each other next time.